And the 30 minutes starts now. So I am going to have a 30-minute challenge, and I'm going to basically take a deck that I've just play tested on Brawl that I already tried to keep budget in mind, but I'm going to bring it lower, and we're gonna try to go down to $40. That mythical number, $40. Reminder text. Big YouTuber. Like let's slash the price. Let's see if we can. How far can we go? And still like keep this deck kind of like playable. Because I just love it. I just love this deck. So the commander is TEVAL, Arbiter of VIRTUE. It's a 2 generic, 1 black, 1 green, 1 blue. Legendary creature, Spirit Dragon, flying, lifelink. Spells you cast have Delve. Each card you exile from your graveyard while casting those spells pays for 1. Whenever you cast a spell, you lose life equal to its mana value. And it's a 6/6. So we're going to kind of go through here, kind of see, we're going to like kind of fish out some of the big number cards that are just like, costing us some dollar bills. I think that'll probably be the first objective. There's quite a few artifacts that cost a few dollars. Ugh, God, the Endstone feels just like the best card though for the price tag for $2. We have to somehow get that in there. There's just no question. $27 cent cards are very good for us. Relic of Legends is probably too expensive for what we're doing. Definitely Portal to Phyrexia, so we got to get rid of like any $30 cards off the rip. File probably is going to be okay for 51 cents. Mithril Coat also has got to go. This card's amazing for this deck as well. Maybe we'll get like some cheap interaction, I suppose. Meteor Sword, great at 31 cents. Lightning Greaves is far too expensive, I think, $3. Extinguisher Battleship, excellent choice. This is going to definitely be kind of what we need, is like kind of these big bombs that are like 0 pennies and they're just win cons. They actually can just win games. That's just a 10/10 flyer. Arcane Signet is good. Let's see how much the Jade Orb costs like in real life. If it's like a $2, we're going to have to pass. I think basically any card that's probably over $1, that's perfect. That's 27 cents. So that can go there. And now we have this $27 essentially Jade Orb. So I think the Endstone is kind of doing it. The Relic of Legend is pretty cute. But I don't know for $1.50. I don't think anything else so far is $1.50. So we'll keep the file. We do like the file for drawing like additional cards. I don't care about the life total. It's just to get the extra card when we get it gassed out. So Relic can go. I don't know what we kind of sub in here yet. That's kind of why it's a 30-minute challenge. Just kind of get there. But this is far too much. A Balaget is $8. That can go. This Breach the Multiverse is a $10 card, $8 card, so it can go as well. Bridgeworks Battle, that's kind of a cool land. 72 cents for a land might be all right. Coiling Rebirth is probably the best option here. Same with Diagraph Rebirth, that's fine. Esper Origins, you probably want it for the $1. So that could be a maybe. Gix's Command is fantastic. Lively Dirge, it's okay. It can like fetch up like maybe a decent 4-drop. I don't know what 4-drop we would want, but it could do some stuff. It's not the worst. But probably for $1.50, no, right? I'd rather have Esper Origins. Malevolent Rumble is a bomb. Persist is a good bomb. Rampant Growth. Shared Roots has gone down. Turn Timber has to go. It's too expensive. Zombify has got to be on the money. 18 cents. That's fine for us. How about Deadly Dispute? 33 cents. That's pretty good. Entis Restoration is $4, so that has to go. We cannot have that. Fell the Profane, no, $3. That's not going to be able to be there. Frantic Search is too expensive. Hagram Mauling is $2.35. That's definitely not worth it anyways. Definitely would not spend that much on that card. Harrow is great. 26 cents. That's really good for the deck too. It just builds the graveyard. You just want to kind of build your yard. I mean, we can get like a Treasure Cruise now, but that would just absolutely kill you with TEVAL. It's like 8 mana. Jawari Disruption is fine. Malika Rebirth is $12. That's probably too much. Probably the Jawaris, probably we can just make it up on basics, but Pact is too much. That's $20. And I'll put in the old list too. Don't worry, guys. I have it here next door. It's a nice list. It's just like a very entry level kind of put together deck. It's not really too bad on your wall. It's just really good. Sheldred's Edict, $1.65. Probably have to say goodbye to that. It's a little too expensive, I think. Also just pretty solid, but we'll see if we can do better. Smuggler's Surprise has to go. Sink to Stupor has to go. Phantom Interference kind of makes that cut. It's a nice little spree card. Smuggler's Surprise is really amazing, but it's got to go. Same with 3 Steps. These are really good spree cards. Those will only hurt you for a single damage, no matter how much mana you pay into it. So there's that. Wash Away is still solid. Waterlogged Teachings is solid too, 44 cents. And then I think we're back to where we were. All right, so now we're making our way up here. Tireless Provisioner is insane, obviously. But it's a little too pricey. I know TEVAL has got to go too. Safekeeper, oh man, such a good card. Stitcher Supplier is great. Nantuko's got to go. Springbloom Druid is fine. Skull Prophet looks good. Ghast is good. Scoot Swarm is too much. Reassembling Skeleton. Priestess for Forgotten Gods. Platinum Angel has to go for $8. Plague Crafter effects. Yeah, that's good. I wonder if we get to keep our enchantment. Chthonian Nightmare. Mire Triton is solid. Meteor Golem is very good. Lotus Cobra has to go. That's Vaughn's favorite card. Greedy Fruiter is $3. That's insane that's $3. Glasspool Mimic has to go. I think Fumulus is like a $5 card. Similarly, Fanatic is like a $7 card. It's got to go. Goodbye, Emrakul, the Spaghetti Monster. Emperor Bones is so good. Man, you're just like neutering your deck, huh? Disciple. $1.87. Brutal. Cityscape Leveler. What a card. How about the Vestige? It's $1. We'll keep that one in there. And then the Accursed Marauder. Oh my god, we're already down to like $48. We haven't added any cards yet, though. Let's now I thought that maybe what would happen is that some of our lands man, we can't keep the under. Let me switch the Pernings to cheapest now. Let's see if we can switch these to cheapest. Okay. So I don't know if that changed too much. Still $1.31 is the cheapest there, huh? Okay. Temples are bargains. This is a little expensive for this Pain Land, which is kind of is what it is, maybe. I mean, you have to fix our mana somehow. Takanuma's got to go. Shipwreck Marsh is $6. No, we can't have that. Well, I think what we were going to do is probably find more of these like fetch lands, because they're good in TEVAL anyways. Restless Leaf is too much, $2. Port of Kerfell is fine. Obscure Storefront. Island. Fable Passage is now $1, guys. That's fantastic. Amazing card. And for $1, oh my god, that's so good. And I think he kind of keeps these slow lands if they're cheap enough. $2 is kind of a little bit. Probably can get our Exotic Orchard in there now for a bargain. Path of Ancestry is pretty decent for our budget ideas. And I don't know if we had to cut any lands per se, did we? This one has 31. Oh, we had to cut it quite a few. So let's see where we were at before. How many lands? We were at 40. Castle. Some pretty expensive choices, you know. And we had some multi-face land cards that were kind of getting us there as well. So, and the castle is still like $4, so we got to get rid of that. So I just caught that one. So there's a few there to consider how we're going to get there with that, and like kind of where the direction of the deck is going. Chthonian Nightmare is only 37 cents, and Temerit Calls the Dead is that much as well. I'd say it's probably like the Phyrexian Triniform kind of stuff. I think that's kind of like where this deck is kind of like shaping up as, like kind of like these big bombs that you kind of that are like $0, and they're just like so you know, molded on like the colorless mana. So this is like, for instance, and pretty easy to cast with TEVAL because you're gonna have mana already, and then you can just start exiling cards from your graveyard. And each instance of you doing that, exiling a card from your graveyard, you can pay for 1 mana, 1 generic mana. So this is just very easy casting. And then you have a 9/9, and then you have like kind of this like kind of sacrifice thing going on a little bit here with like priest and such, and it's kind of sick. it's kind of like a sick idea. I mean, I don't know. I've done like kind of aristocrat stuff before. And the blood artists and such, like those are not too bad. They're not too bad, but I don't know if we're doing that exactly. I think I want to kind of do more. I want to kind of like beat in, a little bit more here. So let's try to get the triniform down. And I wonder if this is like the really good show for the Masamune, where we're kind of like doing Masamune's things, and also maybe even getting like some free sacrifice. Also, is Umbral Call Zealot very expensive? It's only 36 cents. That's a pretty good sacrifice outlet, I'd say, for 36 cents. And like maybe like a Woe Strider is probably pretty good. And some things that you can like kill that are like kind of kill over and over again. Maybe they make more bodies too, but I don't know if exactly we're going in that direction. We're just kind of like, we're kind of just seeing what we kind of need to kind of build this yard and maybe sacrifice these things freely, for sure. And what's the Masamune do, you ask? Well, when something dies with the Masamune equipped to it, it'll actually trigger twice. Yeah, that's pretty sweet, right, guys? So, equipped creature has, if a creature dying causes the trigger ability of this creature or an emblem you can own a trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. So, there's the phyrexian triniform. There's also, probably one might need to, it's Triplicate Titan, I believe it's called. That one's just off the top of my lips. Triplicate Titan is here. So there we go, guys. So there's your Triplicate Titan. And now we have another really sweaty 9/9. Now we're building the graveyard, but we also eat the graveyard. So, but now that we're getting some pretty sweet creatures in there, Zombify does not feel so bad. It's just like, how do I really want to like kind of go in with a yard? I mean, Triplicate Titan is pretty sweet to resurrect. That would actually be very fantastic, right? Kind of just like a really nice tutor. What do you call it? Final Parting is probably, I guess, pretty good. Can't be that expensive either. It's 37 cents. That's a Beasley shout out if you haven't checked him out on YouTube. He's a great content creator. I wonder what he's doing. Sometimes my feeds like kind of pop off, even though I watch these people all the time. It's like all of a sudden like I don't see any of their videos. It's like, what do I have to do to like get them in my feed? Like, I just put all this garbage in my feed all the time. Okay, so Final Parting. Let's show this one off, guys. You're gonna love this. Search your library for 2 cards. Put one into your hand and the other into your graveyard, then shuffle. Yeah, that's pretty good entombing, right? I guess you could probably, at the very least, do the new TMNT one, the Paramecia. It's pretty good. When it dies, it won't go into your hand. It will go into the top of your library, but it's not that bad. Complex? Is it not like that? Really? I thought it was like spelled like Paramecia. There it is. Paramecia : X. So when this one dies, it's kind of similar to the Butler. A little more scuffed because the card doesn't go to your hand. It goes to the top of your library. Oh well. It's not the worst, is it? So our library is kind of getting juiced. We want to put some nice creatures in there, and we seem to be doing the thing. We want our Victimize now. And I think we kind of hit it on the head, like Persist, Victimize. And then what's great about Zombify with this card is that it's just basically a Reanimate, because we put so many cards in the graveyard, so you just have to basically cast it for 1 black mana. Because you're just going to be able to delve all the other cards out of your graveyard. It's going to hurt you. And there's no doubt about it. You're going to get hurt with TEVAL. I mean, that's why the Endstone is in there and such, And some people actually want to die with TEVAL. I was watching Planner Party. They're a really cool channel, too. I've been subscribed to them, but they did a live, which is really cool. I'm glad they did, because it kind of put me on the map for them a little bit more. Maybe I'll put like a funny collab in here with them. But their Discord is cool too. I think it's really great. Yeah, some pretty cool YouTube stuff going on, really. So, I mean, we kind of found the cards that we wanted, and I think we just kind of need some lands now. We're at $29, so that's pretty good. Harrow is a really nice card in general. I just like the idea of like this as a spell. You know, going into your grave, you're putting lands into your grave, you're getting more lands to come out on the battlefield. It's pretty solid. Pretty solid stuff. I think we kind of like got the Masamune down. Maybe there should be like maybe one more way to like sacrifice in case we do get like a, you know, like a Masamune on here and we want to like definitely sacrifice it. So yeah, Woe Strider I know is like very affordable. Umbral Call Zealot. I think Viscera Seer is like very cheap on the dollar now too. It's 38 cents. So that could be solid there as well. Deadly Dispute, there's nothing really like that card. It's just like very kind of best in slot. Sacrifice, make a treasure, draw a few cards. Really solid. Okay, feeling pretty good. So we definitely need to get our land count back up. I think probably one of the ways is probably to put some more of these kind of fetch lands here. So I do have the Broker's Hideout so far. What else did we get from New Capenna? We got Obscura and Riveteer. So I think that pretty much covers all the lands that will get like 2 of the lands or 1 of the lands. And then we kind of put in some fetch lands here and as well. Let's see if there's any like budget search lands. I think we're doing really good on time too. I think that maybe we would only take like maybe 15 minutes when I was kind of queuing this up, but I didn't know for sure. You know, the 45 best budget lands. I mean, I'm up for budget lands. Okay, so these are interesting. The Floodplain. Hey, but they come in tapped. Why do they do that? Ugh. And then you have to sacrifice the search? Oh no. Que lástima, man. Que lástima, man. Vibrant Cityscape, hey? Okay. I think I'll pick up one more tap land. I don't want too many of them. I don't need artifact lands. I don't think we want life lands. Storage lands are interesting. Charge lands. I really kind of want to stay in colors. Damage lands. Sanctuary. Morgana Raceway. Okay. Aren't they supposed to be budget lands? Temple of the False Gods, a budget land? Yeah. What's the, okay, typo lands. Gotcha. Spire. Oh, like, Triland. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I love these type of lands. Tainted Wood. Okay, but you have to control a swamp. Pajukabog is not cheap anymore. Oh, the bounce lands is pretty cool. Temples. Yeah, we got the temples. Exotic Orchard. Yeah, these are great. The Hinterland Harbor Drowned Catacombs are really good, right? They're not too expensive, are they? I think we go for it. Basics are cheap, right? Oh, Hinterland Harbor is only 29 cents. That's great. What's the green black one? Secret Tunnel. Painlands, those are great. And then we have some MFCDs. That's pretty nice. The revitalizing repast. It kind of makes me want to put back the relic of the legends with that card. What is it called? Revitalizing repass? Please be cheap. Ugh, $1. What's that? Oh, that's the backside. Okay, some pretty good pickups right there, I thought. So where's the other one? Our other fetch land. Go, 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 go. Vibrant Cityscape. And these, like I said, are great for us because they just build our yard anyways. You can see how good, like, fetch lands are in for this deck that likes to see cards to be delved out of your graveyard. It's like kind of unfair, right, to just get mana that way. And then we're probably just loading up on the swamps and such. But I did want the Golgari, I believe they called that. What kind of lands are those called? Check lands. Woodland Cemetery. Once again, I'm just going to revert to cheapest here, just to make sure we are on the cheap train. We are at the cheapest. Okay, so to get to 41 lands, and I'm not really sure if I think we just kind of fill it up with basics to get to the 41. We could look at some, like, what do you say, MFCDs? Let's see, MDFC. Sultai. So we did get that revitalizing repass. That was a really nice pickup. Jawara we have. That Sultai land might be nice to get too. Let me do a duplicate here. Sultai land. Sultai tri-land. Budget. I wouldn't mind picking that one up. Opulent Palace. Perfect. Wait a second. Foreboding Landscape is just a strict upgrade on all these. What? Oh, I want that too. Alright, we'll still see if there's any MDFCs. There are a couple, aren't there? Any ones that, like, come in untapped? Basically, it's Bridgeworks Battle, mostly. Oh, the Trawler's 86 cents. I mean, we're kind of there. Mimic. This is a crazy deck, whatever this is. Florahedron is kind of an interesting choice. I think we lost a little bit of acceleration with some of our... We, like, lost Entis Restoration, for instance. Tangled. Bogart Trawler. Okay, let's add some basics to the mix. And we're there. So we got back to where we wanted to be with 41 lands. Now there's just like 13 playables to add. I mean, on the quarter, I mean, it's kind of unnerving, you know, and I think that's kind of part of the challenge, right? We did add some really sick creatures, though. And I love, like, kind of the direction of the deck. I did want a little bit of an overrun, you know, raze forerunner to kind of, you know, perhaps just finish off some opponents. If we can kind of get some zombies maybe created. You know, it really helps along the way. And I thought those card played so well. I don't know if we build the graveyard well enough for it, but it's the this Sultai land plays so well in the so they have CDC too. That's so good. Maybe I'll just get my ideas from this homie. They have some sweet cards. Oh, Spelunking is so good. Zagoth Crystal? Celestis? Huh. Charbelcher. Yo. Shout out to Hard Gravy here. Doing some serious stuff. Yeah, Charbelcher. Very cool opponent. No creatures, right? Oh, they do have creatures, but what does Charbelcher do? I thought it... Oh, to reveal a land card. That's so sick, bro. There's no lands. Oh, that's so evil. Yeah, that is super cool. Archelios. Jace. Planeswalkers are super good. Huh. $6. Cool. Wishclaw. That's going to be bringing us to $4 for sure. Alright, I think we're good with this one. But I was thinking of like, how am I going to create some zombies in a cheap way? Maybe go a little wider than not. I'm kind of curious how much a blood gas costs. It's only 62 cents. That definitely makes sense. Okay, that'll help our sacrifice synergy out a little bit. $37, eh? 11 cards. It's probably some sort of ramp, I suppose. Do we lose a lot? I think, I mean, you could find a soul ring, I guess. How much are those? I don't know. I didn't even have that in like I had it as a brawl list before. It's kind of getting us to the price though. Like not much wiggle room here. I'm not sure. Not sure if we kind of did the thing or not. I do like the Masamune kind of stuff though. Wonder if there's more of these. There are. I mean, like, I could probably just type in, like, big colorless MTG. Let's see. Ooh, the Battle Sphere? Does that do anything when it dies? Oh, but it makes bodies. That's pretty good. I love it. That'll be my background, the mere battle sphere. Can't mess with that shit. That was like the 2012, homies. 2012. You know what I'm saying, brother? The battle sphere. So yes, this is a great keyword soup. Big colors, budget MTG. I got freaking Meteor Golem here. I just picked up the mere battle sphere. What else do we got here, guys? Some of these are not budget. Oh no! 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 Oh wait, I just have 6 minutes left, right? No! What was that timer for? Was it my timer? Damn it. We didn't do it, dude. I talked too much. Oh man, we were so close. Well, oh man, I think we're onto something here. I tried to do it, guys. Well, stick with me for maybe a couple more minutes. I'll try to cook something up here. Well, guys, today we didn't win the challenge, but we did figure out a deck for 4091. This is probably like, I'd say 15 or 20 minutes after the deadline. Man, that 30 minutes went so fast. I was like, what the hell? Like, this is crazy. Like, we just started that clock. I couldn't believe it, but we found like most of the choices, like kind of just by grinding it out. I ended up going to EDH Rec probably when we got to like card 96, 97, because I was just looking for some budget ideas. Like, is there anything else that we can fit in that I might have missed along the way? I was really having mostly a hard time kind of getting the counter magic, the ones that I wanted. We did find an unwind on a really cool website, and I'll link the website I found. It was a really cool, basically it was like a site with like generic mana counter spells that are decent, and unwind was pretty cool. I thought that was pretty cool for TEVAL, just like kind of keeps the gas open up, as you'd say. And we just slotted in a negate, which I thought was fine, and an arcane denial. That was probably like one of more expensive card choices, actually, but it just makes sense. It's just very splashable. And then we found phyrexian on EDH Rec too, so that was a pretty sweet pickup as well. So I was like, dang, yeah, that will go to our graveyard. Those cards will go to our graveyard. Just like kind of keeps the chain going. That's really easy casting for TEVAL. We found a Gitrog monster along the way because it's just freaking Gitrog. Just love to see it just kind of in any deck, right? And then we had Triplicate Titan, of course. These were just kind of the very cool choices. Mirror Battle Sphere is just what a card. It's just going to be in the background of our little spiel. I think we got to that point and we were really stoked. We were getting really hot there for a minute. And now this is the new stuff, the Tide Caller. Don't know how long this will stay under the radar, but it definitely builds the graveyard like a champ, So we have a fair amount of instants or sorcery. That's like easy milling. And then if you do a 5 or more mana cast, it's 10 cards. I don't know if we have too many of those. We have a few, though, and that's just a lot of like stuff to the graveyard. That's really good for us. So that's a very cool card, the Tide Caller. That was also on Planner Party. He was kind of making note of that. He loved it. Loved that. Loved the channel. I just loved everything about this whole process. And 4091, I guess we kind of goldfish some of these out. Kind of see what's kind of hopping around a little bit. Definitely kind of an interesting, kind of slowish, as you would say. Let's see what else we got cooking. I like this one. Looks like you got your Marauder action going, a little bit milling here, self-mill. You got your phyrexian going. Looks like a very cool hand, actually. Obviously, most of these hands will be slow with all the fetch lands we're playing, but we'll get that one out of the way. We'd have drew for turn, and looks like we're off to a pretty hot start. You might kill something here with like your Cursed Marauder, kind of get that chain going. You could double spell next turn. You have your, for instance, Skull Prophet perhaps, and maybe a Stitcher Supplier, depending on like what you went for your mana. Well, your mana base. This would probably be an island though, if you could, because you had. I think we would have drew Swamp by then, so you probably would have fetched like looks like an island probably for this if you didn't have the Prophet already. Just to get your colors down. But we did have the Cascade, so it could have been a green, but could not get a green source. It'd probably be an island then, yeah. So, I mean, you could probably do Skeleton here, but Prophet is probably pretty decent. Kind of gets you to your TEVAL a little sooner, doesn't it? Gets you to this phyrexian here. Not so much protection for our homie yet. Swift Move Boots is very welcome, so you probably just want to hold off till you can have a turn where you can cast your TEVAL. Don't let him sit there and kind of get some protection on the homie, at least. At least attempt the protection, right? So I don't think we were in like a terribly, rush circumstance. You could probably do, like a Stitcher supplier on that turn, on your turn 3, and your skeleton. I think that's probably pretty good. You would mill some cards, get some cards milled along the way. We do have 41 lands, so we would kind of be hitting a little bit of a wall here, as you would say. If that was the case, you might even consider, maybe the Prophet was the play in case you didn't hit a land, because then you could at least kind of double spell here with like a Swiftfoot Boots and a Reassembling Skeleton the next turn. So that's also a consideration in case you didn't draw land. And there's the forest. It's coming. It's there. Now we have that Swiftfoot Boots action, but you still probably want to wait till you can pay for it. That's the difference between $2 and $1. With the Lightning Greaves, it's a little bit of difference. It does. Kind of slight upgrades here. But this would be a fun deck to kind of start as a beginner. And I'll probably just order it right now, and we'll do a little giveaway part of this video. Is I'll just kind of order this deck right now, and we'll just shoot this one in the moon. We've done it before. Just get this thing to 100 likes, and we'll just do a wheel spin for this particular deck. It's a $40 deck. So I think it'd be great if you're a beginner. Of course, like if you have a friend that you wanted to get into Magic, these $40 challenges are always really great. So let's do it, guys, and get me there, and we'll start a nice little wheel spin for this. So I hope you enjoyed the 30-minute challenge, guys. I'll see y'all later. Bye bye.